Hey everyone, welcome back. It's your host, and today we're diving into the messy world of celebrity divorces and all the drama that comes with it. Now, we've seen many high-profile breakups, but this one is truly something else. I'm talking about Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert, two stars whose relationship had been under public scrutiny for years. Their divorce is finally finalized, and let me tell you, the details that have come out are shocking to say the least. So, let's break down the details. After 2 years of speculation, rumors, and constant media coverage, we now know exactly how this divorce went down. Teyana Taylor, the Harlem singer, dancer, and entrepreneur, has walked away with a major victory. But, it wasn't easy. From the outside, this breakup seemed like it would be another typical Hollywood split. But trust me, there's more to it. In January 2023, Teyana filed for divorce, citing some serious issues with her now ex-husband, Iman Shumpert. Now, we're not talking about something as simple as we grew apart. No. According to reports, Teyana had some serious grievances. She accused Iman of being jealous of her fame, insecure about her success, and displaying some narcissistic tendencies. I mean, these aren't the kinds of things that just blow over. This is the kind of stuff that can tear a relationship apart. But wait, there's more. Now, we all know that when it comes to divorce, the details can get a little complicated. Initially, it was reported that Teyana had filed for divorce using just their initials. This was her attempt to keep the situation private, away from the prying eyes of the public. But you know how it goes. The moment someone else makes a move, things start spilling out. Iman, on the other hand, allegedly filed his paperwork using both their full names, and that, my friends, is how we ended up learning all about their personal business. The press was quick to pick up on it, and before we knew it, Teyana and Iman's drama was front-page news. But here's the kicker. Teyana tried to keep everything under wraps. She tried to protect Iman, tried to shield him from the public eye. But Iman? Well, he didn't seem to have the same kind of concern. He went public, appearing online with a woman wearing his chain, and that was the final straw. Teyana was upset, and honestly, who could blame her? It's one thing to have a private matter like this handled discreetly. It's another to have your personal life turned into a spectacle because of someone else's actions. And of course, people couldn't stop talking about it. The entire situation spiraled from there. But now, after months of silence, the dust has finally settled. According to reports, Teyana has come out on top in this divorce. So, what exactly did she get? Well, let's break it down. First off, Teyana walked away with 4 luxury properties, all valued at over $10 million. Yes, you heard that right. $10 million in real estate. If that doesn't sound like a win, I don't know what does. And it doesn't stop there. She's also keeping a collection of cars worth about $1 million, including a Maybach that's worth $300s and a $70,000 Mercedes Sprinter. Plus, she'll retain ownership of her businesses, including her production company, The Aunties. Now, that's a serious win if you ask me. And let's not forget about the kids. Teyana and Iman have 2 daughters, Junie and Rue Rose, who are both 9 years old. As part of the settlement, Iman is going to be responsible for paying $8,000 in monthly child support, which will cover their private school tuition. So, it's clear, Teyana didn't just walk away with some nice properties. She made sure her kids were taken care of as well. Now, let's talk about something else that has been making the rounds, the infidelity clause in their prenuptial agreement. According to some sources, there was an infidelity clause in their prenup, which would have come into play if either of them strayed. Now, we don't know for sure if this is true, but if it is, it adds a whole new layer of drama to this already messy situation. Imagine being in a marriage where there's a legal clause saying, if you cheat, you lose big time. Now that's some serious business. But the thing that really stuck out to me about this whole situation was the way the public responded. Teyana's mother, Nikki Taylor, actually made a statement after the details of the divorce started to leak. She questioned why certain information, like the details of the settlement, were made public when the case was supposed to be sealed. Her comments suggested that someone from Iman's side might have leaked the information to the press, which only added more fuel to the fire. Nikki Taylor, Teyana's mom and manager, pointed out that both parties, Teyana and Iman, had their own separate properties, vehicles, and businesses. It's clear that she's trying to say that while Teyana's settlement may seem like a major win, Iman also walked away with his own share of assets. So don't be fooled by what's being reported. Both parties had their own wins in this situation. Now, I know some people might be out here saying, this is why you shouldn't get married. And let me tell you, if you're saying that, you're probably not looking at the bigger picture. Sure, marriage can be a business, and sometimes things don't work out, but let's not forget that people like Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert are in a completely different world than the average person. This isn't your typical divorce. When you're dealing with millions of dollars, multiple properties, and luxury cars, things get a lot more complicated. For some, marriage might feel like a business transaction. And while that may sound cold, it's the reality for many people. especially when there's a lot at stake. But for Tiana, it seems like she's come out on top. She's walking away from this marriage with financial security, her business is intact, and the knowledge that her daughters will be well taken care of. At the end of the day, Tiana's story is a reminder that even in the world of celebrities, things aren't always as glamorous as they seem. We only see what the media shows us, but there's so much more behind the scenes. Tiana worked hard for everything she's achieved, and it's clear that she's not going to let anything or anyone take that away from her. As for Iman, well, he's got his own journey ahead. Who knows what's next for him? Will he learn from his mistakes? Only time will tell. But for now, it seems like Tiana is living her best life, despite everything that's gone down. And honestly, I think we could all learn a little something from her strength and resilience. So, that's it for today's video. If you found this story as interesting as I did, don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more updates on the latest celebrity drama and other juicy stories. See you next time. Now, what's really important here is the bigger picture that surrounds Tiana Taylor's win in this divorce settlement. It's not just about the material things she walked away with, but the larger narrative about self-worth, independence, and standing up for yourself, even when the entire world is watching. Tiana Taylor is not just a singer and dancer. She's an entrepreneur and a mother who's had to work incredibly hard to get to where she is. Yes, she's part of the celebrity world, but that doesn't make her immune to the ups and downs that any other person would experience in a marriage. The reality is that a lot of women find themselves in situations where they have to navigate a tricky balance between love, career, and self-respect. While Tiana may have filed for divorce and faced accusations and public scrutiny, her story is one of reclaiming her power. She didn't let the rumors or the media dictate how her life should unfold. Instead, she took control of her narrative, kept things private when she could, and ultimately came out stronger on the other side. This is something that resonates with so many people, especially women who face challenges and hardships in relationships, but still manage to rise above it. The part of this whole situation that really stands out to me is the way people view these celebrity relationships. The public loves to get invested in the drama, the breakups, and the rumors, but the truth is, celebrities are human too. They experience jealousy, insecurities, and personal struggles just like anyone else. But because they live their lives in the public eye, those issues are magnified for everyone to see. And while it's easy to sit back and judge from the sidelines, the reality is that most of us will never have to navigate the level of scrutiny that these celebrities face. And yet, we see how they still manage to push through it. Tiana Taylor, despite everything that's happened, is still standing tall, still building her empire, and still prioritizing her family. That, in itself, is worth celebrating. But, of course, we can't ignore the other side of the story. Iman Shumpert, too, has had his own set of challenges to deal with. While Tiana may have come out on top in this particular settlement, it doesn't mean Iman didn't have his own financial stakes in this divorce. He's not exactly walking away empty-handed either. In fact, he's been the subject of much public criticism, not just because of his relationship issues with Tiana, but also because of his own public behavior. The whole situation with Iman going public with his new relationship and his actions after the split made it clear that he wasn't as private or discreet as Tiana tried to be. If anything, it further complicated things for both parties. And that's the thing about relationships. No matter how much you try to keep things under wraps, if someone else doesn't feel the same way, things can quickly spiral out of control. Now, we've touched on the property, the cars, and the child support, but there's one more thing that should be acknowledged here. Tiana's future. We can't forget that she's not just walking away with a hefty financial settlement, she's also maintaining her businesses. The Aunties, her production company, will continue to thrive, and she'll likely continue to build upon her already impressive career. Tiana has always been about empowerment, and this divorce isn't going to slow her down. If anything, it's going to fuel her even more to keep pushing forward and making her mark in the entertainment industry. But let's talk about the message this sends. Divorce, especially among celebrities, isn't always seen in the most positive light. There's this perception that marriage is the ultimate goal, and when it ends, it's seen as a failure. But I want to challenge that thinking. Tiana Taylor's story is a reminder that sometimes divorce isn't about failure. It's about growth. It's about knowing when enough is enough, standing up for what you deserve, and ensuring that you're living a life that's true to yourself. Tiana's journey is empowering not just because of the wealth she's gained, but because of the strength she's shown. Her ability to prioritize her happiness and her children's well-being above all else is something to admire. Divorce isn't easy for anyone, let alone someone in the public eye, but Tiana's handling of this situation shows that she's in control of her future. And in the end, that's what matters most. And speaking of growth, let's not forget that these kinds of public breakups often come with a lot of personal growth for the individuals involved. Sure, it's tough to go through something so public, but it's also a learning experience. Tiana, just like Iman, will undoubtedly come out of this divorce with more wisdom, more understanding of what she wants in a relationship, and most importantly, a clearer sense of self. As for Iman, this whole ordeal might just be a wake-up call for him. There's no denying that he's faced a lot of backlash for his actions, but it's not too late for him to reflect and grow from this. We all make mistakes, and relationships can be complicated. But as we've seen time and time again, it's how you handle those mistakes that ultimately defines you. Now, let's wrap this up by talking about the importance of self-respect in relationships. Tiana Taylor's divorce may have been messy, but it also serves as a powerful reminder that self-respect is key. In a relationship, both parties should feel valued and supported. And when that's no longer the case, it's okay to walk away and do what's best for yourself. Divorce isn't easy, and it's not something anyone should go through lightly. But sometimes, walking away from a toxic situation is the best thing you can do for your mental and emotional health. Tiana Taylor chose to do just that, and she's come out stronger for it. Her story is one of resilience, self-love, and the determination to keep moving forward, no matter what life throws her way. So whether you're a celebrity or an everyday person, remember this: you deserve to be in a relationship where you're respected, loved, and valued. If that's not happening, don't be afraid to make a change. Just like Tiana Taylor, you have the power to walk away and create the life you deserve. That's all I have for today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Tiana Taylor made the right decision? What's your take on the whole situation? As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories just like this one. Until next time, take care.